Info deserves a prize. And you know what that prize is? Most apologies given in 2025. In the first 6 months, we have a second apology coming from the developers for Infinity Nikki. Now, this is super shocking to me that they've tried to address this again. But when we dive deeper into this whole situation and what they say in their apology, guys, this doesn't look necessarily that great. Anyway, hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and today we're going to look into the quote-unquote apology post from the devs. Okay, so I'm going to read this out to you, and I'll share my opinions along the way, and then we're going to look at the opinions of the community. Alright, so Dear Stylist, this is the Infinity Nikki dev team. First and foremost, we sincerely thank you for your unwavering support and love for Infinity Nikki. Really? Are we gonna say thank you for dropping the rating down to 1.4? Since the launch of version 1.5, insufficient preparation during pre-release testing led to unexpected live issues, resulting in an unstable game environment and unsatisfactory content. We fully acknowledge that this is our responsibility, and addressing these shortcomings remains a top priority for our team moving forward. This is coming way too late, guys. This is coming way too late. This apology in addressing the bugs in the game is so late. The release was like weeks ago, man, and you're only addressing it now. Most games would have addressed it right the day after the thing was released and put out hot fixes to fix some of the situations, but nothing has been fixed yet in Infinity Nikki, which is absolutely preposterous. Additionally, we encountered technical challenges during development that require more time to resolve thoroughly. Following rigorous assessment, we decided to extend version 1.5's end date to ensure greater stability and prevent similar issues from reoccurring. We're actually aware that these recent issues have impacted your experience and damaged the trust and affection you've placed in us. To all our stylists, we offer our deepest apologies. Guys, I don't know how to feel about this because, okay, first and foremost, right? They released a patch that was filled with various different bugs, okay? And yet they did no hot fixes to fix those situations. Instead, they did many little updates to take Nikki's socks and add it onto her outfit that they were trying to sell you guys. They were doing fixes to getting supposedly like currency that was supposedly given out to players, and then they took all of that back, and they didn't do any hot fixes to fix any of like the T-posing, the translucent Nikki's out there, the Nikki's where their foot was like really weird and taking pictures in the co-op. And there are so many different things that they could have focused on and did hot fixes for, but they didn't do any of that in the time of release until the time of this little apology. Whereas if you compare this situation to a company like Wuthering Waves, with the launch of Wuthering Waves, we know how crazy, well, if you don't know, they had a failed launch. There were so many bugs in the game, people couldn't even run it on different platforms, and it was completely unplayable for anybody who didn't have like a super maxed out PC. And what did they do? They immediately started releasing hot fixes. They immediately addressed the situations. They made the community know that, hey, we're fixing it. We are so sorry that this is happening, yada yada yada. But Infinity Nikki handled it completely different. They let everybody sit in this like this festering zone of just bugs, and they just let it be. They didn't address anything, and they kept releasing different posts, making it feel like the community was not being listened to. Okay, that is like the worst thing that you can do to a community who trusted this game, who enjoyed this game so much, okay? Man, it's just crazy, the fact that they did something like this. And the fact that they're saying now that we apologize that we had some issues in the stability, in the development. Then does that mean that you need to hire better developers? Does that mean you need to hire a better team to work on this game? Because clearly something is not working right now. And they're not, doing anything to fix it. It's crazy how they're handling this, and I really don't think that they're handling this well at all. Through this notice, we aim to clarify the delay arrangements, compensation plan, and key optimization priorities. Okay, so they're going to basically lay out the groundwork of why they're doing delays, what they're going to give us in return, and key optimization priorities, quote unquote. Version 1.5 extension and adjusted event schedules. Due to version scheduling adjustments, version 1.5 bubble season will be extended until June 12th. Details are as follows. So then there are version timelines, and when everything is going to end, when everything is going to start up again. And you know what? This is crazy because I'm looking through this and I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, look at that. They get a roadmap. The end date of the following bubble season, events are extended, yada yada yada. So they're basically just extending what is currently happening right now, maybe so that way they can have time to fix everything. But that is kind of crazy. Let's just continue on. I'm trying to skim through all of these fixes and seeing if there's anything that really stands out. But no, they're just extending the dates of when these things are out. Okay, so nothing significant there. Okay, so first, weekly tasks Starlit Pursuit delay notice. After version 1.5 launch, we receive extensive feedback on co-op features and gameplay. Based on this, we are optimizing related systems, and the new weekly task, Starlit Pursuit, originally scheduled for May 20, will now debut in version 1.6. This delay allows us to refine task mechanics for a smoother experience. Additional details will be announced at a later date. Please stay tuned. In light of this change, 360 Starlit crystals will be given to all players as compensation. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to every stylist for your understanding and continued support. Okay, so they're gonna fix co-op apparently. So their priority is to fix co-op, the features, and the gameplay because that is where most of the bugs are. As they should. Throughout the development journey since launch, we faced a multitude of challenges and uncertainties. You know what? It's crazy that they're saying this because from launch, there was a strong player base for Infinity Nikki and stayed strong for such a long time. There were so many creators that popped up playing Infinity Nikki as their cozy game, and so many men also play Infinity Nikki and enjoy the game for what it is and how whimsical it is. It's kind of crazy to say that, they had a lot of challenges and uncertainties when the launch was actually pretty successful. From optimizing performance across diverse devices with varying capabilities to tackling unexpected technical roadblocks, many of these hurdles were unprecedented for our team. This is just telling me again that they are unprepared to create an open world gacha game. As opposed to, different teams out there that have basically released something like this before. This team in particular didn't know how to fix any of this, or at least prepare any of this. Mainly how to deal with the repercussions of it going horribly wrong. Rather than offering premature communication, we chose to tackle these problems methodically. You know what? Very apt of them to address this. Because of course people are always saying, what is Infold saying? Is Infold going to say anything? Are they going to address the situation? For weeks they didn't say anything, and they're saying that that was premature communication. Okay, responding to your expectations only once we had secured concrete solutions. This again is also kind of crazy. So if they had not secured concrete solutions, would they have just abandoned the game and never addressed the situation? This is what I'm getting from this talk, this speak here. No, we were not going to address the situation or apologize for how bad the game was launched. with the 1.5 update, and we weren't going to address it until we had concrete solutions. So we weren't going to be like, oh guys, I'm so sorry, we're gonna do what we can to fix it. It would have been better if they did something like that and then provide like a roadmap of how they're going to fix everything, rather than wait and stay silent and post regularly about different things that are happening in the game and making the player base feel ignored. You know what I'm saying? So, but rest assured, we've heard your feedback loud and clear. I wonder why. Guys. Oh, is it because that you were review bombed? Is it because people were flooding your customer service? Is it because the mods can't handle all of the backlash that was posted on all of your platforms? I don't know. The Threads of Reunion storyline's absence in this version was never intended as a removal from Infinity Nikki's narrative. What do you mean it wasn't intended as a removal? You literally removed it from the game. Its associated outfit remained on our development roadmap. Okay, I mean, the outfit may have been the second question that people had about the retcon situation with the introduction of the game, but it was more of the player experience. Due to technical hurdles in version 1.5, we were unable to properly refine the introduction of the Sea of Stars chapter and the narrative setup for Threads of Reunion, which regrettably led to confusion. What do you mean? Due to the technical hurdles, okay, in version 1.5, we were unable to properly refine the introduction of Sea of Stars chapter and the narrative setup for Threads of Reunion, which regrettably led to confusion. These elements are planned for future updates. Plans are underway to expand tiered cumulative top-up rewards in upcoming versions. What? So what you're telling me... Okay, what you're telling me here is, because you couldn't make the game good for the launch of 1.5, we were unable to properly refine the introduction of the Sea of Stars. We were unable to put the Sea of Stars into the current storyline, so we retconned the story and took out the Threads of Reunion so that we can save this for later in the game. That's what they're saying? Like, that makes no sense to me. Because if you're supposed to own this IP, you're supposed to know the story of Nikki and know that the Sea of Stars is such a vital part of the lore, why wouldn't you have planned for that before the launch of the game? Why did you set it up for Threads of Reunion and then not know where to put the Sea of Stars to release the game, then go backtrack, remove the whole cutscene in the beginning, and then replace it with the Sea of Stars? It's crazy to me that that was how they decided to handle the situation. They didn't decide to put it anywhere else in the story or have it kind of wrap around nicely. It's crazy that they decided to retcon the story completely after launch. Wow. I don't know, guys. I don't know. These elements are planned for future updates. Plans are underway to expand tiered cumulative top-up rewards in upcoming versions. We're planning on giving you more ways to spend. New gameplay systems will undergo rigorous design scrutiny to ensure seamless integration into the open world experience and lore consistency. We're gonna make sure that the gameplay is nice and that it works well with the open world and with the lore that we messed up. On top of that, adaptation, performance, and stability issues across various platforms, including PS, have been identified and are being resolved systematically. Sorry guys, we weren't prepared on releasing it on different platforms, so we're gonna try and fix that as soon as possible. There are also unlisted adjustments under discussion. Some changes require extended development cycles, but we commit to implementing them through phased updates. This is gonna take us a while because we're still figuring out what we're doing. We will share progress once plans solidify and milestones are reached. We'll only share progress when we can cover our own asses. In the meantime, we humbly ask for your continued patience and trust. Please stay with our game. We're still trying to fix it. We fully recognize that our current communication efforts may not meet every stylist's expectations. Oh god. Oh, I don't need to explain that one. To address this, we are launching a new initiative, Mirin Roundtable, to openly address player concerns and collaboratively explore solutions. We sincerely invite all stylists to share your feedback and suggestions through the following dedicated channels. To address all of the mess-ups that we've made in the past patch, we've created this special little thing called Mirin Roundtable to make you guys feel special and make you guys feel like you're being heard and listened to. And we want all of your feedback on this little roundtable of ours, even though we don't have that many customer service representatives for all of our games. The email should include the title word, the keyword table advisor in your subject line and send to our support team at infinitynikki_cs. Yes, put that keyword so that way we can filter out all of your requests, as opposed to all of the requests from all the other different games that we have problems with our player bases. In game, navigate to PairPal customer service, select the table advisor option, and submit your detailed feedback. Please rest assured that while these channels are prioritized, we will continue monitoring feedback across all platforms. All collected input, past and present, will be compiled with key issues receiving direct responses. See, this is very interesting to me, because why would they bother making something separate like this if people would have already sent them stuff for Infinity Nikki? There should have already been a separate customer service for Infinity Nikki. Your candid feedback, both critical and encouraging, has prompted deep reflection. Drafting this message stirs mixed emotions, guilt over delayed promises, yet gratitude for your unwavering support. Guys, this is crazy. Unwavering support. Okay. As compensation for version 1.5 shortcomings and schedule changes, all stylists will receive Diamond 120 and Energy Crystal 1 every day from June 5 to June 12, totaling Diamond 960 and Energy Crystal 8. Due to time zone differences, Diamond distribution time crosses servers may vary up to 1 day. Thank you for standing with us. Together and we'll make Infinity Nikki shine brighter than ever. Infinity Nikki developed the whatever. So, thoughts on this overall apology? Not really an apology. It's kind of crazy that they're doing something like this on the day that people have all set to be the day that they are going to boycott. So if you don't know, alright, there is an organized boycott for Infinity Nikki, right? Everybody was saying on the official Reddit account that May 18th, which is today, here, see, this is one of them. There's also another one. Where is the other one? La 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 la. Let me scroll faster. I'm gonna remove myself off of the screen. That was a 10 pull. Yeah, everybody is saying that it's not even a 10 pull. Okay, so I can't find the other one, but there were multiple ones basically saying that, this was before the announcement was released. So the announcement was released like a few hours ago now. I think 2 hours ago. Yeah, like 11 my time. And what is crazy is that's May 17th. Everybody had already said on the official Discord that they were going to boycott, alright, on the 18th of May. This was organized for a very long time. This has been spread to different platforms. Everybody knew not to log in on May 18th. Now, when Infinity Nikki releases this little apology here, they make sure that people are not going to boycott by saying, hey guys, if you log in every day, we're going to give you 960 diamonds and 8 crystals. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be you accepting our apology, right? Yeah, it's also to dissuade people from boycotting or girlcotting. It is very schemy, honestly. Infold definitely knows what they're trying to do here, but it is very clear if you scroll through the Infinity Nikki Reddit that people are not falling for it, which I am so proud of them. So this was posted just 2 hours ago. Just to be clear, this apology isn't for us, Girlcott Boycott. No shame if you're still playing. A lot of us genuinely love this game, but let's be honest, this apology isn't real accountability. It's polished PR to calm backlash and stall us. This is so important, okay? This is so important, because when it comes to boycotting, when it comes to getting an organized group of people, it is that feeling of solidarity with your other player, with the other players in the community, agreeing that something should be done against a company, against a corporation, against an organization, or anything like that, right? And when tensions are high and emotions are high, that is the best time to do something like that. Suddenly, they released this PR statement on the day right before the boycott was supposed to happen. Because if people decide not to log into Infinity Nikki collectively, there would be a massive drop in retention, and that does not look good for investors. It doesn't look good for people who are looking into the game being like, maybe I should invest in Infinity Nikki. Let me see the retention rate of the players. And suddenly they see a huge drop off. There will be questions asked. There will be people are going to ask questions. Why is the retention? Why did it suddenly drop? Did something happen in the game? And then start, digging deeper into the back history of what happened. Clearly, Info doesn't know how to handle an open world gacha game because there are so many bugs that came out. And they don't know how to do hot fixes. They don't know how to fix anything on the spot, which is very unfortunate because a lot of different gacha games do that too. This is the first gacha game that I have seen in years that has done anything like this, okay? Even when Genshin Impact was first released, the initial release of the game was pretty bad. It was very glitchy. There were so many bugs, but they were doing hot fixes as fast as possible to keep people playing and to keep people satisfied. And that was the standard of how to deal with situations like that. Wuthering Waves did that, and it's just crazy to see that Infinity Nikki's dev team did not do that. They took it the worst way possible, waited so long, let everybody's emotions make everybody feel like they're not listened to, that nobody cares from the company, that Infold just wants money for how long? Even if Infold wanted to fake that, we care about our players, we're trying our best. They should have addressed something. They should have said something in order to provide the best player experience for people. It would have extended their patience long enough for them to finally figure out how to fix their situation. It is insane that they waited so long. It is crazy that they only bring out the apology the day right before a boycott was supposed to happen, and nobody is buying it. They offered 960 diamonds, time-gated crumbs, not even a 10 pull. It is time-gated. Yeah, this is not something that you can collect whenever. It only said that it was available until the 12th of June. Dodge the real issues. Yes, they didn't address anything in terms of the pity system, in terms of how you can implement the dying system in the game. Also, they didn't even address people losing currency in the game to because of their own mistake, because of a mistake that the devs made, they went back and took out currency from the players who were grinding their asses off in the open world, which, if you know what that feels like, it is very difficult to do that. And so many people were left in the negatives. I made a video about this on my channel already, but it is crazy that they did something like that. It's all about optics, not actual change. Don't be discouraged. This tells us that pressure works. This is true. They only responded after the community pushed back. This is so true. I am so proud of the Infinity Nikki girls and players. They're so good at being this united front to push back against Infold, and I wish the lads community was like this too, but man, that is a long shot dream. But this is amazing because Infold is notorious for not giving out statements, okay? They are notorious for not giving out any statements, and yet they have given two to Infinity Nikki because of player pushback, and I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this player base. But pressure needs to continue. If we stop now, they'll think we've moved on. This is very true. This is very true. You know how they say in drama or whatever that happens online, just wait a few days and the drama will pass. That is what Infinity Nikki tried to do without addressing the situation immediately. They were waiting for people to, let it slide. Nobody let it slide, and I'm so proud of you guys. But if this quote-unquote apology makes you think that, everything is fine, no, it is not okay. Okay, it is not okay. Don't let this slide. Don't let this apology, shatter your resilience. Just keep going, keep boycotting. You just do it, guys. We need somebody to stand up against Infold, and if it starts with Infinity Nikki, that is amazing. You can still play and push for change. Don't let corporate PR silence us. If we want a game that respects us long term, we have to keep going. Don't settle. We deserve better. Oh, it brings tears to my eyes to see this kind of call of action. It's so amazing. Infold's apology. Infold, you have not addressed the pity change or the failure of dye system, not even remotely same in the overworld, regardless of lighting, new expensive currency, the fact that it's unfinished and only on expensive outfits. The switch and stitch soiree is still impossible to intend as it is in the middle of the night for most people or during work. This is an okay start. I would argue pretty easily that this compensation isn't even remotely enough. Weeks, guys, weeks of being ignored. The player base was ignored, and they're only going to give you guys 960, not even a 10 pull. I was expecting a lot more out of an apology that this took this long. You will have to work much harder to earn our trust back. Yeah, Infold shattered the trust of Infinity Nikki players, and it is so clear to see because they tried again giving out another apology, and their subreddit is literally just, no, not an apology, no, not accepted. Yeah, it's amazing. It's fantastic. So this was posted by Bird Medicine, and then this one was posted by Puptarist. So yeah, that is amazing. I love the Infinity Nikki community. You guys are so resilient. You're so strong. I'm so proud of you all for pushing through. And I actually said something. I addressed the situation also over my Twitter. Follow me if you haven't. I post all the things that I'm interested in doing in the future on my Twitter. If you want to follow me, I'm over here. Notice how they give out daily rewards, trying to make people log in every day when the Girlcott was to not log in starting today. How timely that they released this notice on the day of the boycott, but still fail to address the increase in pity, accounts going into the negatives, and say that the story had to be changed because they didn't know how to implement one of the most important pieces of Nikki's lore into the game. Which really, this is something that should have been dealt with before the game was launched. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy that they even decided to give something. Oh my god, somebody's deleting the game. Anyway, yeah, this is what happened to Infinity Nikki. I am so I am so excited to see how everything plays out. I am really, really rooting, guys. I am rooting for the fandom. You guys got it, okay? There is so much coverage on the Infinity Nikki situation that Infold's name is being dragged through the mud in the gaming space, not even just the gacha space anymore. It is crazy to see people who don't even know what Infinity Nikki is or have never played Infinity Nikki cover the game and also just share their thoughts and share it with the community. This is spreading far and wide, guys, and it is absolutely shocking. And I really hope that this is something that shakes Infold into respecting their player base, okay? Respecting their player base across all of their games. Definitely Infinity Nikki is gonna get the best of both worlds in this. I really hope that you know, it also affects positively in the other games communities as well. But that being said, that is pretty much it. This video went on pretty long. I felt like I really had to go over everything to give you guys the best picture about what exactly happened. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I am Lynn the Gacha Goblin, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.